Hi, and welcome back to Everybody's Garage. So today we gotta get going on this, what I believe is about a 1997 Murray. We gotta do a refurb and, well, actually, first thing we gotta hear it run. That's gonna be the first part of the deal. But anyway, give me a quick walk around here with this one. It is in extremely rough shape. This is something I just want to do. Well, actually, I'm going to give this mower to a coworker, but this thing, as you can see, she's been sitting for a very long time. Look inside the gas tank there. Gas tank's actually rotted through. This was with that pile of other mowers I showed recently, just rotted to nothing. This deck isn't all that bad on this mower. We have a bend adjuster here. No adjuster here. I actually have both of those in stock. I just stripped one of these mowers not very long ago. I actually know even where the parts are. But what we got going on here, she's been stripped, she's been left for dead, and I think that's not good. But the old Quattro 4-horse, you know, she's all rusted up there. The thing's been sitting for who knows how long with no pull cover on it. Everything's rusted up. Luckily for me, it did have an air filter housing on it. The air filter is kind of non-existent, but it is still there. So that's always a good thing. Our blade brake cable, oh yeah, we can save that one, right? That shouldn't be a problem. But what's going on here is, I don't know how good you're gonna be able to see this, all oily up here. Now this mower has been sitting with no spark plug in it. Who knows how long? I'm thinking that it's actually oily because the mower may have been sitting up on end and the oil leaked down through the cylinder and the valves and everything, which could very well help to save this thing. So that's what we're gonna find out in this video. It actually has a, well, I'm gonna call it a newer blade, but it's not the original blade of the engine. And it actually installed backwards. So, you know, that's kind of making me wonder, do we have a shared flywheel key? Did that stop this engine from running who knows how many years ago? You know, there's something obviously that stopped this engine from running to the point that it's sitting here now instead of, you know, out mowing the lawn. So you want to give me 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this motor off the deck. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to take it over to the stand and take it apart and see if we get any ideas. So I'll be right back. All right, so we're underneath it here. As I said, this blade's installed backwards. You can see you got your lift right here and everything. This is not the way it's supposed to be. This mower, I mean, it doesn't look the best of shape and everything, but for what have we got, 27 years old, it's not bad. This mower is very, very much savable. I think we get another 5-6 years out of it. You want to notice your lower crank seal isn't leaking all over the place. This would normally be covered in oil and whatnot and everything. It's not bad. I think this mower was parked at a very early age due to whatever the problem was, but anyway, let's see what we can do with it. So, let's sit over here on the floor. We're gonna pull this blade and pull some of these mountain bolts and see what we can do with it. Hopefully we can. Oh yeah, I actually come right out. Nice. All right, so we'll go ahead and And put this stuff right back on the crankshaft that we know where it is. So, now here's a big test right here. Let's see if any of these bolts come out. I sprayed these things down about a little over a week ago. So. Unbelievable. This mower that's been sitting who knows how long. This one here, this is ended up, ow. I used up some serious air doing those other ones, so that could very well be. We're gonna check it out. Give me a second here. If I have to break that one off, we'll break it and then be right back. All right, so we got some updates and they ain't good. So, the 2 mountain bolts come out no problem. This third one snapped off in a block. I had a feeling it was going to. So our gas tank, like I said, 27-year-old machine. She's yeah, she's just a tad crusty here. But that's still not gonna deter me right now. So anyway, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and we'll get this carburetor off here and pull the cylinder head and see what's up with the inside of the engine. So just sit here for a second. Hopefully we can get this thing filmed to the point that you can actually see it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this the remains of the air filter out of here. Hopefully that'll come out anyway. There we go. Oh, it's coming out. So yeah, this one ain't looking too promising, but we'll try it. I do actually have an alternative plan for this mower if this engine is no good. So we'll have to figure that part out here shortly. We're gonna have to I think the carb isn't all that bad. Huh, alright, well, we'll do it. You know what do we got to lose right at this point? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pop up. We're gonna give ourselves a 3/8. That. Then we'll take a 1/2 inch, get the other cardboard out of there. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, she's looking pretty good here. Yeah, as I said, she's been sitting around a little while. I'm pretty impressive. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop this cylinder head off of this thing and see what we could possibly. How bad could it be? starting to run out of room for bolts in my hand. Let's see what we got today. All right. Well, it's definitely better than some of the absolute rust I've seen. We just got chunks of oil and grease and, I mean, alright, look at that. Got a milkshake going on over here. Look at this. There's probably some leaves and everything else in there. This is comical. Alright. But, okay, I'm not calling it totally done just yet. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit, and then we'll be back and we'll figure out if this thing's even savable. It sure looks like it is, so. But I'll be right back. Well, believe it or not, I got some good updates on this one. So, you know, we have our gas tank and carburetor. She's pretty much shot. So a head full of junk, everything, but look at this. I got valves moving. This thing's spinning all nice and free. We're gonna have to clean her up a little bit. The cylinder is feeling pretty good. We're gonna have to soak that one down after once I clean it up and everything. We're gonna pull all these valves out of here, get all that cleaned up and everything, but yeah, I think we're able to actually clean this block up a little bit and get her, she's ready. This thing's gonna be mowing the lawn here this year. So, here's the old, the original deck. Like I said, I'm going on 1997 just because it's the same year that the one I stripped recently. Co-worker of mine is going to be getting this mower. I wanted to shock her. She thinks I'm a lunatic, and I just wanted to prove to her that yes, I am a lunatic. I showed her a picture of this mower the day it come in. I said, give me a name for it. This mower's name is Ole Bess. That's what she named it. Her and her husband will be using this mower and everything, so that's this mower's name from now to eternity. So yes, Ole Bess, she's gonna be up here and running again. We're gonna be doing some nightly updates on this one. I can't, you know, I'd love to do a full-length video on this. I'm sorry, I work 10-hour days. I'm doing all the repairs and everything, but I'm gonna make this one happen. So anyway, just hang tight, and we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll do some videos. We're gonna be doing we gotta clean this cylinder up a little bit, change these valves out, and all that other stuff. So please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know, is Ole Bess gonna run, or is she gonna fail? So I'll be back.